Hi guys, welcome to Nanolex in Germany. We're here to give you a little video, YouTube video on polishing and this lovely Ford Mustang that we've got behind in this wonderful blue. Here at Nanolex, we produce varying levels of polish, from a finish polish to an ultra cut polish, allowing you to correct a huge variety of work, whether it's 1,000 grit sanding marks up to anti-hologram polishing. And we can do that with the polishes and the pads that we have. I've taken a look at the car behind us, and I'm going to discuss with you a little bit about my choice as to which polish and which pad I'm using, and I'll show you a little bit how we're going to correct it later. So this particular Ford Mustang, it's suffering from light wash marks, wash scratches. The owner has been very careful with it. He hasn't taken it to the automated car wash. He's washed it by hand, but he's used a few incorrect techniques which has left a few marks. After a little bit of discussion, or discussion is wrong, after a little bit of thinking with myself and knowing a little bit with the Ford paint, I've decided I'm going to be using a medium pad. For us, that's our purple pad, and I'm going to be using the Ultra Cut polish. Ultra Cut will give me enough cut that I can remove the deeper marks. We're not looking for 100% perfection on this particular vehicle. The customer is looking for as good as it gets in his price range. And with the Ultra Cut polish, because it has diminishing abrasion properties, and with a medium pad, I can remove some of the deeper scratches, but also in one step come to an anti-hologram finish that I can degrease and apply a coating at a later date. Obviously, all cars have their problem areas, and we've got a little bit of piano black on the front and the rear of the Mustang. With that, I'll be approaching with the finishing polish and the finishing pad, because I'm just looking to achieve that best result. Obviously, using something like the Ultra Cut is a little bit too aggressive for the soft piano black areas, so I'll be finishing those with the finish polish and a finishing pad. So after finishing with the polishing stage on the Mustang, we'll be degreasing with either XSOL or XAL. I'm going to be using, in this instance, the XSOL. It's a better degreaser. It degreases more thoroughly than the alcohol version, and we'll leave it prepped, ready to apply the coating. There is the question, why do we then still have two degreasers? That's a good question, and XAL works extremely well on car wrapping, car PPF, whereas the XSOL, it could actually cause some damage to the glue from the car wrapping, so there is a reason for the two different products. So here we are, we're going to do a little bit of a polishing area on the vehicle so you can see. As I said, I've got the Ultra Cut with the medium pad. I'm using an extender or dual action machine, and I could be using a rotary machine, but again, I don't feel this vehicle needs it. And yeah, you can see how it's going to work. I'll give the bottle a quick shake, and then I will add a few drops to the pad. The pad has already been primed, and then I'll be working in this area here. Again, cable over the shoulder so it's not in the way, on a low speed, and off we go. So we've worked the polish in a little bit. You can still see there's a very light grey film to the polish. That means it's still got polish there, and it still needs to be broken down. It's still going to be giving you some correction. With our polish, you need to work it until the polish goes see-through, and then you'll know you'll end up with an anti-hologram finish, ready to degrease, ready for coating afterwards. So I'm going to continue. Okay, so when we're finished with the polishing stage, we're going to remove it with a clean microfiber. Light actions, no pressure, to remove the polish residue. I'll also check it in, that the scratches have been removed to what we're looking for. There's still some stone chipping marks in there, but that's obviously something that I can't remove with polishing. It's something that's part of the car. And then we'll apply some degreaser once the panel is cool, and we can check the finish on the paint. So the last step before coating, as I said, degreasing. I prefer to put a few sprays onto the cloth. Again, a clean microfiber cloth, and apply it to the vehicle. And then turning the cloth over to remove the excess. At the end, I'll get the lamp and I will check that the paint is to the quality that I'm looking for. So here I am, I'm just checking the finish after degreasing, as I'm happy with that. There's a few marks in from the stone chips, but as I say, I can't rectify that with the polishing stage. But the scratches, as you can see up around by the door handle, the scratches have been removed, degreased. And then before I do a coating, the whole car will be degreased one more time, and then the coating will be applied. Okay, so that there was a quick video on my thought process as to which polish, which pad combination that I wanted to use on the Mustang. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, share. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.